Hello everyone, it's Hindash. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here with Timmy as always. Today's video is a very special video for me because I do my friend's wedding makeup. So I'm going to be showing you the look that I created on her. Now keep in mind that this look that we filmed now is a trial. So we did change a lot of things. We changed the foundation, so the base completely changed. We added more different depths into the socket, into the crease. So we made it a bit more, I want to say a bit more cool toned, but you'll get to see the comparisons as I talk throughout the video. It's a very interesting video because I talk to you about why I changed some stuff. And I think that's very helpful, even in event makeup and day-to-day makeup, and to kind of figure out what works for your skin and what doesn't. Now, I've known Rania for a very long time. She was actually one of my first models. I've known her for over 5 years. And this is just so fun for me to do. And she looks so beautiful on her wedding day. Again, I'm gonna explain the differences between the two makeup looks. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is actually one of the coolest kind of comparison videos that I've done. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you can see more of my videos. And let me know what you think in the comments down below because I'm always listening to you guys and working on the next videos. So I will see you guys very soon. Bye. Alright, so this is my beautiful friend Rania, and she doesn't have any makeup on, so she's a blank canvas. But I do want to point out that she was on retinol, and she did an upper lip wax and an eyebrow wax, and she has some scabbing, but we worked around that, so it's completely fine. And I'm going to be explaining how differently we did the makeup from the trial to the actual wedding day. So I'm so excited to show you how we did this look, so let's get into the tutorial. I'm going to be starting off with skincare as usual, and I'm going to be taking the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Face Gels. Now this comes in a pack that you could use on your forehead, your under eyes, and your smile lines, which is really cool. And I've used these before and I love them. I keep these in the fridge so they're nice and cool and they depuff and lift and firm the skin. So this is just to pamper Rania because her skin was a bit sensitized and I just wanted to cool it down and just make it feel nice. So leading up to the wedding day, Rania did a lot of treatments and she did an IV drip which boosts hydration, and her skin was amazing on the wedding day. I saw such a big difference, so definitely work on your skincare if you're leading up to the big day. And do these treatments beforehand so they kick in and take effect on your wedding day. So after I take these off, I'm just going to spray her face with Dr. Barbara Sturm Hydrating Face Mist, just so that skincare can absorb even more easily into the skin. And sticking with Dr. Barbara Sturm, I'm going to be using the eye cream and tapping it gently underneath the eyes. And then going in with the Hyaluronic Serum in darker skin tones. You guys know I love a good hyaluronic acid serum. You don't have to use this, you can use whatever one. They make so many amazing affordable hyaluronic acid serums like The Ordinary, and Vichy is an amazing one too. But I do love the Dr. Barbara Sturm. I use that one personally. And then going in with the Barbara Sturm Face Cream Light. Because Rania is oily, so I'm just keeping things very nice and light. And of course, rubbing that and massaging it into the skin, making sure it sinks in nicely. For primer, I'm going to be taking the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra-Primer, and this is brand new. I haven't tried it before. So I was kind of testing it out to see if we would like it for the wedding day. For the wedding day, I ended up going with the Fenty Matte Primer. Just because I felt this one was a bit tricky, it could ball up. But I did really love this. I think I used a tiny bit of this with the Fenty Matte Primer actually. And it has a really nice cooling effect on the skin, and it just tightens the pores as well, which is really nice. So I'm just tapping that into the skin. And doing a spray of the Caudalie Beauty Elixir just to get rid of anything that can feel a bit silicone-y, if that makes sense. For foundation, for the trial, I mixed the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation with the Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. And this isn't the mix that I ended up going with because we felt it was a tiny bit heavy. Not in a bad way, but again, Rania was doing all these treatments and her skin was nice and smooth leading up to the wedding day. So we wanted to go a bit lighter on the foundation, but we still wanted nice coverage. So I ended up going for the Dior Air Flash Foundation, which was insane. It was beautiful. I mixed 3 shades and I just really took my time to blend and perfect the skin. And we pulled it all the way down to the neck and a bit on the chest, because of course she was being photographed. So that was the first major thing that I changed. For concealer, I used the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige. And I did go with this on the wedding day because it was beautiful. I love this concealer, and I mixed two shades, but the first one that I went in with is Golden Beige. So I'm just putting that underneath the eyes, around the nose, a bit on the forehead, and down the bridge of the nose. And blending it in with a damp beauty blender. I'm just going to be blending and tapping that in very gently. And you guys know I love this concealer. I talk about it all the time. The colors are amazing, and I needed something that had a bit more of that Longwear formula because it was an outdoor wedding and we do live in Dubai. So even though it's winter, it's not that cold. So I needed something that would resist any sweating in case she was sweating. And then I'm going to be going in with the shade Vanilla just to add a tiny bit of brightness and to lift. Because in photographs, we need to create that dimension of light and dark and really just create those nice contours. And blending that in very gently on top. I'm going to be setting everything with my amazing Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I love this, and it's Rania's favorite as well. So I'm just going to be packing that underneath the eyes, and I'm going to be brushing it away in a bit. But for now, I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm going to do a bit of nose contouring with the Fenty Beauty Match Stix in Mocha. And you guys know I love to do this. I love contouring the tip of the nose and a bit on the bridge. And again, I'm taking my time with these extra detailed steps because she is going to be photographed. So I want to make sure everything has that nice dimension to it. And take your time blending everything in. And I like to bake the sides of the nose to make the nose appear even more slimmer. And that kind of creates an illusion. For blush, I'm going to be taking my Nude Stix Nudies Matte Blush in Sunset Strip. You guys know I love this cream blush. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I'm going to be taking that on the back of my hand and brushing my brush through it, if that makes sense, just to really saturate the brush nicely. And then I'm going to be stippling on top of the cheeks. And this goes great on top of powder, on top of foundation that's already set. It doesn't lift, and that's why I love it. It's my go-to. Alright, for brows, I use the Benefit Brow Styler in number 4. Now, one major thing that we did is we went much lighter on the brows. So this is number 4. I think I used number 2. So barely anything, just to shape the brows, because Rania does like her brows to be a bit lighter. And I agree it added a lot of softness to the look if you compare the two. But yeah, I did the exact same steps, but it was the shade number 2 instead of number 4. And then I set her brows with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter in Clear, just to keep those hairs in place. For eyeshadow base, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Shadows in Double Pump Latte. And I did use this on the wedding day, but I added another cream shadow that's a bit lighter on the center of the lid. I think it was a Tom Ford one, but it was something like MAC Soft Ochre. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Nude Obsessions eyeshadow palette in the shade Medium. And I'm going to be running that color through the crease and slowly deepening that outer V. And smoking out the lower lashes very gently. As a base liner, I'm going to be taking my NARS Mambo eyeliner and creating a wing, but only focusing it on the outer edges of the eye. So I'm not going all the way in, if that makes sense, because I want to create that winged, lifted look. And I'm going to be setting it with the dark brown from the MAC Semi-Sweet x9 palette. And I'm smudging that in the crease, so creating more depth to the eyes. And from the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be taking the Pop shade, which is the sparkly one, and just pressing that gently on the lids, because she didn't want to go for an all-over shimmer look, a metallic look, so we wanted that nice hint of sparkle that would catch the light however way she moved, and this was perfect for that. And taking a blend of the two matte shades and putting that on the lower lash line. Now what changed on the wedding day is that I added more of a taupe in the crease towards the end just to deepen it a bit, but the colors were exactly the same. But if you see the photos and the videos, there was a bit more of a darker taupe in the crease just to add more of that dimension. And it looked much better in photos as well. For mascara, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes mascara and just running that through the upper lashes and the lower lashes. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Jouer Blush Bouquet in the shade Coquette. And I'm taking that light soft pink and start building up the base of the blush. So tapping that on the tops of the cheeks, and then I'm going to be going in with a deeper pink, which is the NARS Deep Throat Blush. And I'm going to be placing that more on the apples and just blending everything in. For bronzer and contour, I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty Sunstalkr bronzer in the shade Private Island. And I'm going to be placing it in the hollows of the cheeks, the jawline, and the forehead. And a bit down the neck and the chest. Now Rania doesn't tan her face, so her face is lighter than her body, so I'm just matching everything accordingly. For lip liner, I'm going to be taking the NARS Morocco Lip Pencil. Now I used this on the wedding day, but I also added the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in the shade Flirt, which is more of a cooler toned nude, so more on the gray side, and that kind of added more of a contour to the lip, which I really liked. So I'm just going to be outlining the lips and filling them in just on the edges, making sure we have those sides even. And for lipstick, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Hepburn Honey lipstick. And I'm going to be placing that on the center of the lip and filling it in. And on top of it, I'm going to be taking a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Penelope Pink lipstick. Now, actually, this is what I originally wanted to use, but I picked up Hepburn Honey by mistake. But I did love the combo, and we went for that for the wedding day. But a bit more Penelope Pink. And I love that monochrome feel it gives with the eyes and the lips and the blush and the skin. It just really ties together very, very beautifully. And on Rania, I did individual lashes. These are the Ardell in medium, always. And I concentrated the lashes on the outer wing so that they lift and create that nice wing. And obviously she did wear her hair up, so we kept pulling the hair back so we can check what it looks like. I don't know why we didn't tie the hair back. I really don't know. Watching this back, it doesn't make sense to me that we didn't think to tie the hair back, but here we are. For highlight, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter in Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and that's the one that I used. And I'm mainly going in with the softer side, so I'm putting that on the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, and the chin. And doing a bit more of the intense one on the tops of the cheekbones. Very strategically and very lightly. And I do love this highlighter. I think this is like one of my favorite highlighters. This one and Champagne Pop. And I'm going to be taking that in with a smaller brush and putting it on the inner corners of the eyes, just to add that extra brightness. I'm going to be setting everything with the Makeup Forever Light Velvet Air Setting Spray. This, I keep talking about this, but you guys have to try this. I don't know if it's out everywhere, but it's such a good mattifying setting spray that doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. And I'm just going to be accentuating her beauty mark. And that is the final look. Let me know if you guys like this comparison. What did you like from the trial? What did you like from the actual wedding day? Did you feel like there was a big dramatic difference? I feel like the eyes were more taupey and a bit more smoked out, if that makes sense. But I do love both. I mean, obviously in the wedding day, she had the dress on, she had her hair up, so it was just, completing the entire look. And I'm so glad that I got to do this for my friend Rania because, like I said, she's been a very close friend for a long time. So leave her very nice comments because she agreed to film the trial makeup beforehand. And yeah, I'm so glad we did this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.